What verse you at, Elder?
15. Now this is when Samuel started going to Eli. And I'm going to this for a reason. And y'all gonna see it. 1 Samuel 3 and 15.
1 Samuel.
You're gonna read it, down to 21. I'm sorry. And I'll just talk it through and break it down. Or the elders want to add in something too.
1 Samuel chapter 3 and verse 15. And Samuel lay until the morning.
Stop. Right there, he getting understanding.
Yes.
When they think it morning, no, this man got the light. This young kid got the light.
Yeah.
This young man got the light. He learning. Read.
And opened the doors of the house of the Lord.
He opened up himself. He the house. He opening up himself.
Yep.
He getting the understanding.
Yeah.
Anytime. Again, if you viewers looking at it, Carnal, I'm sorry. But we're moving on. Read.
And
becoming a prophet.
Samuel feared show Eli the vision.
He got a vision. And I understand the vision. The vision is Eli is someday going to get old. And he's going to lose his bearings on some things. He's going to lose his bearings. I don't want to get a class away. Read.
Verse 13. And Eli called Samuel and said, Samuel, my son. And he answered, Here am I.
Here am I. Read. He know Eli doctrine. He know Eli doctrine.
Follow with him.
Read.
Verse 17. And he said, What is the thing that the Lord hath said unto thee?
You know that boy got a lot of understanding.
That Samuel was a tough cookie boy.
See that?
That's some hidden things
that's the same thing. These preachers and all that other stuff, they be trying to. They want them young, like it's some young people that show some aptitude about stuff, and they be trying to act like, well, I'm your leader, and I want to know what you know. You see what I'm saying? Because they want to take this man's understanding and teach it like the Most High gave it to them. They're thieves. Okay, they want to steal the doctrine. They got this young man over there in IUIC Atlanta named Asa. They got him up in here trying to steal our doctrine. Now he over here like Shaka, right? He over there defiling the Most High's doctrine, and he don't even know it because he don't know how to. He keep going carnal and spiritual. He mixing the facts.
He don't know. He
don't even know. He gonna end up getting himself towed up because he ain't understanding what he's saying.
He don't understand. He said strong meat belong to the age. And why is he said the meat. So why are you teaching, son? Right. Only God's priest can speak on his behalf. The one that's weaned from the milk.
Correct.
The one that's weaned from the milk can teach for the Most High. You can go out there and teach carnal stuff, thou shalt not kill your brother and blah, blah, blah. You can't take it over to people's household.
Right.
But when you're a priest, you better learn meat. Because that's all, and it's going to explain it right here in such a way if you catch me. Where I'm going, read. That's all they want is meat.
I pray thee, hide it not from me. God.
Samuel was wise. He knew that kid was wise. Read.
Yeah, Eli did.
God do so to thee, and more also, if thou hide anything from me of all the things that he said unto thee.
Now, here's the thing. He's the teacher asking the student.
Yes.
He know that Samuel know he's slipping a little bit. Yeah. I'll give that out to you. And y'all gonna see it. Because we're gonna jump about. I really want to give this whole class so y'all can see the understanding. Because I read it several times. Honestly, I read this chapter several times because there's so much wisdom in it. Read.
Verse 18. And Samuel told him every wit.
Wit. That spiritual interpretation. Read.
And hiding nothing from him.
And hid nothing from him.
And hid nothing from him. And he said, it is the Lord. Let him do what seemeth him good.
Verse 19.
He getting on Eli, because Eli he got his sons. It ain't necessarily talking about his biological sons. All right.
No.
These guys that he done brought up in his church, and them people teaching the doctrine wrong. All right. He won't correct.
Elder good. He's right. Elder correct. He's correct, because it's going to get to that point in a little while.
Yeah.
Eli,
that happened earlier. It happened earlier in the story that them sons wicked.
Yes. Yes, they're wicked. So it's leading up to that point, just like Elder Stephen saying. I don't want to give it away. I want y'all to see it. Verse 19.
Verse 19. And Samuel grew.
Stop. And understanding. Right here. Read.
He didn't grow. He grew old. He grew tall. He grew.
No,
Come on, the wisdom of this world is foolish.
The reason why I ask you guys this, I do that because I want people at home to start doing that when they start reading.
Yeah, bro.
When you're reading it, start doing that to yourself. So when you start doing that, when you read it, you'll check yourself out of that carnal.
Yeah.
That's why I always keep interjecting little slide, silly remarks, because a lot of times people read the Bible like that.
Yeah.
But they'll be thinking that Samuel's probably not understanding. He's talking about growing in understanding.
Yeah.
He growing in understanding.
He went from 6 to 16 in a matter of a sentence.
Just like
last night.
It's like Cain. Got me a man of the Lord.
Right.
He gonna birth a full grown man.
Telling you, so that boy came out with a college education. Read on, Elder.
This is why the Most High chose Samuel to anoint David.
Yeah.
And it's going to explain it. Verse 19. Keep reading it.
And Samuel grew, and the Lord was with him.
Read.
And he did let none of his words fall to the ground.
That boy was spiritual.
That carnal understanding, he didn't talk that stuff. Y'all see that, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
He stayed on the highway to spiritual
That's
interpretation.
why Eli was all up in his
time.
grill. Like, what the Lord say to you?
Yeah, bro. This man knew meat. That's all Samuel wanted was meat. Y'all caught that. You know who taught him?
What is this?
Who remember, we had a class.
Yes.
The Lord taught him, but who kicked him off from sin? Who weaned him off?
His mama.
His mother.
Yeah. Hannah.
Y'all see that?
Whatever her name was.
Hannah introduced them to the spiritual interpretation.
Yes.
He was a bullock.
Yeah.
In the beginning. But this man knew doctrines. None of them fell to the ground. Read.
Verse 20. And all Israel, from Dan even to Beersheba.
See that? The wicked doctrine, all the way to the Gentile. Read.
Knew that Samuel was established to be a prophet of the Lord.
What established me?
Nathaniel. Nathaniel.
No. Hold on.
Genogenics.
No. Slow down, man.
Oh, but they
Come on, bro.
The Lord.
But established. Well, look what it's telling. How do you establish?
Those 3 precepts.
Yeah, Matthew 18.
He knew the spiritual doctrine. He telling you. Samuel knew the spiritual doctrine.
You knew it. Y'all see that?
Yes.
Verse 21.
Verse 21. And the Lord appeared again in Shiloh
Shiloh is peace.
Yes.
The Most High always come. Let me tell you something. You got to cross over Jordan. A lot of times the Bible say on this side of Jordan. What it's saying is that they still carnal. They got to cross over to love their brother. When they love their brother, peace. Shiloh means peace from heaven. So they had peace. But here's the thing. He told them, do not let that light burn out in the tabernacle. They're starting to lose the spiritual interpretation, and I'm gonna prove it.
Talking about that crossing over. Talking about that crossing over to Georgia. I mean to Jordan, the Jordan River. Sorry.
Yes.
I thought I was glad to understand that for a minute.
I got it, right?
Right.
Yeah, I know that.
But I've gotten it back together. Okay.
Yes.
But
because Samuel was at peace.
Talking about
Go
that.
ahead, Elder.
To back up what Elder Samuel's saying. Now y'all remember the story of whenever David's son overthrew him, right? Now y'all do know that if it's tens of thousands of people walking to the Jordan River, you probably figure out that, an army could come and take all of them out, right? When it's talking about him going and crossing the Jordan River, it ain't talking about them crossing the actual Jordan River. All right, that ain't what they're talking about.
They ain't talking about that stuff.
He's saying that they wasn't at peace no more because the boy done went and took over the man church. Y'all get that?
Yes, sir.
When y'all read it again, they went on the other side of Jordan. They wasn't in peace no more. All right? Because the boy was fighting his father, trying to take over the church. That's what it's talking about. It ain't talking about they went and here David 70 years old. They got David trying to cross a river and all this other. That ain't what it's talking about, man. It ain't talking about.
That ain't what it's talking about. That ain't what it's talking about.
They lost their
Elder,
peace.
Yes. You remember when Elder Stafford mentioned about Eli was teaching some people and they started to get a little sway in another way. And Samuel was upset about that. He saw that vision. He saw it. Yeah. He was still in Shiloh. He still didn't hate his brother. That's what he's saying. He appeared to him when he was at peace. He was at peace because he still didn't hate his brothers. You see what I'm saying? If you hate your brother, you're going to have a problem. But he appeared to him in Shiloh. Now drop down, and because here's the thing. Drop down to 4. The Ark of the Covenant.
Chapter 4?
4 and 4. 1 Samuel chapter 4 and 4. And what happened is that Samuel saw what was happening, right? Eli had got a little old because it's going to mention it. But and believe it or not, they took the Ark of the Covenant. They had peace. But one thing they forgot, they stopped teaching that spiritual interpretation. Y'all see that? He said, thou keep that candle lit in that tabernacle, that spiritual interpretation. Read that right there. Read that.
1 Samuel chapter 4 and verse 4. So the people sent to Shiloh that they might bring from thence the ark of the covenant of the Lord of hosts.
Because you got to have peace. You got to have peace. Read.
Which dwelt between the cherubims.
You're going to mention who the cherubims are. Read.
And the 2 sons of Eli.
See that? You see what Stephen had mentioned, right? Because I read the chapter many times. These were the cherubims showing the people the way.
This is the Ark of the Covenant.
They the people right here.
The Ark is, y'all know the Ark, like we say, we are the Ark, okay? These are people who got authority over God's doctrine, all right?
That's what they got.
That's what he's saying. They went. They didn't go get a shiffer robe or a buffet table.
No.
That ain't what it's talking about. All right. The Ark of the Covenant is the authorities over God's doctrine.
over God's doctrine. And at the time, it was these people warring over doctrines. We'll go over this next week because I really want to show this to to the viewers that you cannot lose this spiritual interpretation of all this stuff. People talking about peace and peace, right? What's going on? Still wars everywhere. The spiritual interpretation is what kills the old person. These people had Shiloh, but they lost the spiritual interpretation because of these cherubims right here. Read, which are the teachers. Read.
Hophni and Phinehas were there with the ark of the covenant of God.
Verse 5.
Verse 5. And when the ark of the covenant of the Lord came into the camp, all Israel shouted with a great shout, so that the earth rang again.
Now, that earthquake, you shook the earthquake, right? I'm going to show you what happened. We'll have this class next week. Drop to 15, I'm sorry.
Verse 15. Now Eli was 98 years old, and his eyes were dim.
See that?
He
didn't see the spiritual interpretation, you know what I mean, because he gotten old. Y'all see that?
Yeah.
Now at first, when that Ark of the Covenant came in there, they tore him up. But believe it or not, the Philistines took the Ark of the Covenant. When you let that spiritual interpretation fall down, brother, then things reverse. You see what I'm saying? You got to have that spiritual interpretation in there for the work. He ain't got old. Read.
And his eyes were dim, that he could not see.
See, he can see that spiritual interpretation as well as he used to. Y'all see that? Read.
Yes.
Verse 16. And the man said unto Eli, I am he that came out of the army, and I fled today out of the army. And he said, what is there done, my son?
What happened?
What happened? Read.
Verse 17. And the messenger answered and said, Israel is fled before the Philistines.
You see that? Y'all see that, don't you? They're losing the spiritual interpretation. Y'all see it, don't you?
Yes.
Now, this is the Ark of the Covenant.
Yes.
The people supposed to know everything.
Yes.
But they depending on who all the time to teach it. Eli, you supposed to have it in you. You see that, don't you? Read.
And there hath been also a great slaughter among the people.
Read.
And thy two sons also, Hophni and Phinehas, are dead.
Walking around stupid. Walking stupid. Read.
Walking dead.
Walking dead.
And the ark of God is taken.
They tore them up with them precepts. Them Philistines tore them up.
Philistine made them look simple. So now
Make them
the
look
Philistine, like that movie. You got the juice now. Philistine got the juice now.
They got the juice now.
I know more than the prophets. I know more than the prophets of the Most High.
Y'all see what's going on. Don't keep
Yeah.
this candle lit inside of you. Don't lose that oil. Read.
Verse 18. And it came to pass, when he made mention of the ark of God, that he fell from off the seat backwards.
Stop. See that? See that? Now he was sitting in Moses' seat, but he went backwards.
Carnal.
See, they all carnal. They always talking about this a fat man. Now, this man had deep, fat spiritual interpretation also. He was heavy. Read.
Off the seat backward by the side.
See that? Read.
By the side of the gate.
The carnal, that's the side. Carnal, spiritual. See that? Carnal, spiritual. He's the gate. He's the gatekeeper.
Yes.
I mean, he watched that. He went off. He went carnal. Y'all see that, don't you?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
See, that's why old folks got to be over here. Read on.
And his neck break.
What's the neck?
That's a bone.
The bones.
That's a
Jeremiah
doctrine.
8. Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 1 and 2. See that? Numbers chapter 30, verse 2. Exodus chapter 12, verse 47. His bones, the doctrine. Read.
Neck break, and he died.
Stupid. Read.
For he was an old man and heavy.
He was an old man.
Bro, he went back to being an old man.
The old man took over.
The old man went back on. Y'all see that? This gonna get better for him. Yeah. You see that, don't you, brother? Yeah. And he was heavy, brother. He had a lot of understanding with that spiritual interpretation. You lose that leg. We'll break it down more thoroughly because I got precepts. Read.
And he had judged Israel 40 years.
40 years this man was teaching. He lost that spiritual interpretation. Y'all see that, don't you?
And that to back up what you actually saying, right? 40, that's that 4. That's that 4th day. That's when a person is spiritual. He had taught them, like he said, the man knew.
Yes.
He knew the doctrine. But he got reckless. He got reckless. Now he had judged them people all the way up to the spiritual, and then he done fell backwards.
You see that? He fell backwards.
Y'all see that? Because
that's what Dan.
The 4th day is when you get the light. You got the light. That's when the Most High give you that spiritual understanding. You got it. 3rd day you die. 4th day you got the light.
Yes.
40 years.
That's what Dan. That's what Dan doctrine do, don't it?
Yeah.
It bite the heel and make you fall backwards.
Yeah. Yeah.
Verse 19.
Verse 19. And his daughter-in-law,
doctrine.
Phineas's wife, was with child, near to be delivered.
Now you got to think about that doctrine too, being manifested.
It's a doctrine that Phineas had been working on.
Yes, about to be.
Okay?
Yes,
he was at a point to where he was about to introduce this doctrine. That's what it's talking about. It ain't talking about the man, the actual wife, pregnant with a human. It's talking about this man, wife is his doctrine. That's what they're saying. Okay? Yes. He got a child, so he been developing this doctrine. And it was just about time to be delivered whenever he got defeated by them Philistines.
Yes. Read.
Near to be delivered.
You have to focus more on the spiritual side, what Elder Steph is saying. Yeah. Read.
And when she heard the tidings that the ark of God was taken, and that her father-in-law and her husband were dead.
They was dead, walking stupid. They were stupid. The father, you see that?
Yes,
Let's
sir.
just concentrate to say this was a woman. Could y'all do that in your mind? We know she represents a doctrine, though. Read.
She bowed herself and travailed.
She humbled herself.
For her pains came upon her.
Yeah, because Israel began to toe up. They began to toe up. Read.
Verse 20. And about the time of her death, the women that stood by her said unto her, Fear not, for thou hast...
Mother, yeah, them doctors talking to her. That's the women, those doctrines. Read.
For thou hast borne a son. But she answered not. Neither did she regard it.
Yeah.
Verse 21, because it's going to tell you who did it.
Verse 21. And she named the child Ichabod.
Ichabod.
Ichabod. Saying, the glory is departed from Israel.
That spiritual interpretation is the glory. That spiritual interpretation.
That's the new child. That's that new
8:12. Y'all see it, don't you?
That child ain't got it ain't got no authority. That child ain't worth nothing. That doctrine that she birthing ain't worth nothing. It's carnal.
Nothing. Read.
Because the ark of God was taken, and because of her father in law and her husband.
They done messed up.
They done messed up.
Turned the people stupid.
You see that?
Yeah.
So we don't have to go no further, because I wanted to break down some before. Keep the point that I'm making is that keep that spiritual interpretation. Y'all see that though? Because Eli was a tough prophet. Yeah. That man was heavy. Y'all see that? Yeah. Don't lose that spiritual interpretation. Yes. But go to Leviticus chapter 10 and verse 1. Start elder. Yeah, go there. 10 and 1. Leviticus 10 and 1. This is about Aaron. This for Pastor Geno Jennings. And I don't what they calling that man over there at IUIC now. General, what they call him? General,
Master of the Universe,
and Kalai.
Yeah.
Read that right there.
And Nadab and Abihu, the sons of Aaron,
they represent doctrines. Yes. They represent doctrines also. All of them represent doctrines.
Sons mean doctrines, okay?
Yes.
They got names. One name is Nadab, the other one name is Abihu.
Yeah.
Took either of them his censer.
It proved it right there. Yeah. They went on that chart. Read.
And put fire therein.
What's fire?
Word, doctrine.
Yeah, doctrine. It could be the fire. Our fire is James 3 and 5. Well, James 3 and 5 is the fire. It can turn into wicked doctrine. Now, this is what he's doing. Read.
And put incense thereon.
Incense is doctrines.
Okay. It's doctrines. Adding more to the lies. Teaching carnal.
And offered strange fire.
Prostitutes.
See that? Yes, those doctrines.
They're teaching harlots.
Yes. Read.
Before the Lord. Which he commanded them not.
Go to Hebrews 13:9 to back up what we're talking about. For that strange fire, Elder Uncle Stephen said them harlots. Let's see what he's talking about.
Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 9. Be not carried about with diverse and strange doctrines.
Diverse seeds, Deuteronomy chapter 22 and 9. Diverse seeds. You're supposed to put Luke chapter 8, verse 11, the word of God, but they teaching another seed, a carnal interpretation.
Yep.
Read.
For it is a good thing that the heart be established with grace.
The mind established.
2 or 3.
Established. Y'all see that, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Not with meats.
Those other things, those other deep interpretations, those carnal and deep meat interpretation.
Yeah, like a chariot is a UFO. But go ahead.
Yeah, that kind of stuff, yeah.
Which have not profited them that have been occupied therein.
They are occupying that garbage. So go back where you were.
Verse 1, Leviticus chapter 10 and verse 1. And Nadab and Abihu, the sons of Aaron, took either of them his censer and put fire therein, and put incense thereon.
Doctrines on, keep telling lies like they do at IUIC. They burning that carnal garbage. Y'all keep adding more lies, cause y'all don't know spiritually. Y'all don't even know what incense are. Y'all don't know what it is.
Right. Walk in there, look like somebody just got through smoking a blunt up in there. We ain't even talking about no burning no incense like that.
Dumbest, remember dumbest.
Come on, bro.
Talking liars.
Yeah.
And offered strange fire before the Lord.
James 3:5, that tongue, the strange doctrine. He won't meet interpretation on it. It's meet interpretation.
Yeah.
Read.
Which he commanded them not.
Teaching that garbage at the altar. Now you're ruling over people's doggone homes. But he said in the beginning of the class, what it said in Matthew 6:33, seek the kingdom first.
Yeah.
Get the spiritual interpretation what I'm talking to you about. Boy. Read.
That's right.
Verse 2. And there went out fire from the Lord. And he devoured them.
Because he crossing up the spiritual carnal, what Moses was right there. Read.
And they died before the Lord.
That's
See
right.
that?
You got rid of that foolishness.
They tore him up.
If I ever hear you say something stupid like that.
Yes.
What?
Moses got on him.
You supposed to be the high priest and you talking foolish like that?
Man, Moses got on him.
Exactly.
Read.
Verse 3. Then Moses said unto Aaron,
IUIC telling IUIC and the Genogenes, elders of Israel, telling IUIC and Genogenes. Read.
if it is that the Lord spake, saying, I will be sanctified in them that come nigh me.
Nigh me. Remember that nigh me.
Nigh means near. Mm-hmm.
Nigh means near.
Mm-hmm.
Go
coming to my doctrine. Yeah.
Yes. Go ahead and finish this up, because I'm gonna bring up Moab again, Balak and Balaam again too, because that's what the Most High told them. Mm-hmm. Nigh. Remember that word nigh. Read.
And before all the people, I will be glorified. And Aaron held his peace.
Y'all all right? Shut up. See, the thing is that he said he want to be glorified. Speak the spiritual interpretation. When you speak the spiritual interpretation, you glorify him. Everybody going to glorify him. You speak carnal, you're going to glorify that idol that's in that pulpit.
That's right.
Go to Numbers chapter 20 and 27. Try to see. Good. Let's see
20 and 27.
Go to 24 and 17. I'm sorry. Yeah. We'll come back to that. I think it's 24 and 17.
Numbers chapter 24 and verse 17.
This the same thing that he's telling Balaam. Read.
I shall see him, but not now.
Read.
I shall behold him, but not nigh.
You ain't gonna come near to his spiritual interpretation no more.
There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel.
Out of Israel. Believe it or not, there is this Moabite king prone. He quoting the Bible. Go jump up the 14, because this is what we advertising for them now. We tell they fit the descriptions of Balaam. They are similitude for Balaam. God chose Balaam to be a priest for him.
Yep.
This Moabite guy, we're gonna prove it. It won't take long.
They say, you know, the Most High ain't never gave no Gentile no understanding.
We're gonna find out. Read 14.
Verse 14. And now, behold, I will go unto my people. Therefore, come therefore, and I will advertise thee what this people shall do to thy people in the latter days.
That's what we advertising now. We're telling these people that's teaching on the altar, do not teach carnal interpretation. Read.
Verse 15. And he took up his parable.
He's spiritual.
And said,
Speaking spiritual.
He's speaking spiritual.
Yes.
Balaam, the son of Beor, hath said, the man whose eyes were open hath said.
Then they opened their eyes
are open.
Yes.
They opened. Then God opened up Nathaniel's eye.
Yeah.
And Jenny's eye too.
Yes.
Yep.
They know there's a spiritual doctrine, but they refuse to teach it.
See, And the man whose eyes have said, and the man are open have said. He's speaking the latter days. Remember, the latter days. If you fit this, it's you. Read.
Verse 16. He hath said, which heard the words of God.
The words of God is spiritual. Spiritual. The spiritual interpretation. Read.
And knew the knowledge of the Most High.
Only the person got the knowledge can be his priest. The one that's weaned from the milk. That boy over there in Oklahoma had broke it down by watching me.
Yep.
Read.
Which saw the vision of the Almighty, falling into a trance. But
same thing Daniel used to do all the time. They literally think Habakkuk, an angel, picked them up by the hair and took them through walls, through the city, and set them down in front of Daniel.
Right.
Daniel was in a trance.
Yeah.
Read.
But having his eyes open.
Read.
Verse 17. I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not nigh.
Not now. You shall see him, but not now. Because we advertising it. I shall behold him, but not now. He's going to be taken away. And I'm telling you two right now, change. Because that's what we're saying right there. We advertising it for you for today. Do y'all get what I'm saying, elders?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
There shall come.
There's a scripture where what Christ says, he's quoting Isaiah, where he said, "They see, but they see not."
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like what it's saying. So they know, they know what they're supposed to be teaching, but they ain't.
They know.
See what I'm saying? He said they can't get the king. He said since they
can't get the king,
they can't get the kingdom. They can't teach the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. It wasn't given to them. They got a lot of understanding. The Most High, he like Elder Samuel say, he'll take it away from you.
He'll take it away, brother.
He'll give you that, and then the next thing you know, it's gone, and you don't know where it went.
This guy was so tough, man. This Balaam was so heavy in scriptures. I didn't bring it out last time because it's so much, but finish this up. Then we're going to jump to Numbers 23.
There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel.
A scepter is a rod, okay?
A rod.
Talking about Israel. A doctrine, okay?
Israel. The spiritual person. Y'all see that?
Yes, sir. And shall smite the corners of Moab.
Stop. Go to Psalms 141 and 5. I don't know why they think is it 141 and 5. They're thinking this man most I try to kill Moab. That's not what he's saying. You're killing the old man in them. Let me show you this what this said the latter day is gonna happen.
Psalms chapter 141 and verse 5. Let the righteous smite me, and it shall be a kindness.
You're gonna be taught.
And let him reprove me.
Correct me.
It shall be an excellent oil.
Ooh, spiritual interpretation. They're gonna be anointed. Read.
Which shall not break my head.
It ain't gonna break the Most High's head because the Most High's on your head. You ain't gonna stop him from doing what he got to do. Y'all see that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you ain't gonna let no grown man hit you on the head with no piece of wood. That will break your head.
Yes.
Break your skull.
Right.
Meaning he ain't gonna stop. Y'all see it?
Yes, sir.
All right, read.
For yet my prayer also shall be in their calamities.
When you go back, we're almost done because y'all gonna see something in a little while.
No, hold on. Sorry.
Go to we finished that up, then.
No.
Yeah.
He said he said he's gonna smite. Read that part
the
again.
corners. Why trimmest thou? They be talking about the beard. That's your doctrine. You're covering on your doctrine. It represents a doctrine. You don't have to have a beard. That's what he's saying. He gonna the corners. He gonna make them hewed.
Right.
He gonna make them imperfection. He gonna teach them. Right. He gonna educate them. Smite the corners. He gonna make them to fit. He gonna hew them to be stones to fit in the house of God. That's what he's saying.
He's telling you he's going to that right there let you know that only the carnal seed of Israel is gonna get the kingdom is a lie. Because he's sitting there telling you he gonna make Moab one of his priests. A wash pot. He said Moab my wash pot. That means he holding water. He got the water.
He got the water.
He gonna be able to sanctify you. That's what he telling you.
Yes.
Moab gonna be able to sanctify you. He gonna be a priest.
He's gonna be a priest. They don't know how to read the Bible. They got an evil eye. When you're thinking about God murdering people, you got an evil eye.
Yeah.
And destroy all the children of Sheth. Whoever convert, they're gonna be Israel. That's all they're concerned about. So we go to Numbers 23, and I'm gonna show you how powerful this Balaam was. Balaam was. And start at verse 4.
Numbers chapter 23 and verse 4. And God met Balaam, and he said unto him, I have prepared 7 altars.
Stop. Isn't that what Aaron was doing?
Mm-hmm.
Leviticus chapter 10.
Yep.
Read.
And I have offered.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I have offered upon every altar a bullock and a ram.
A bullock is a leader, a group of people.
Mm-hmm.
A ram is a person know them scriptures.
Mm-hmm. Now,
Read.
also, notice this man Moab.
Mm-hmm.
This man talking to God.
Talking to God.
Y'all see that? Now they say the Most High don't talk to no strangers and all that other stuff. But this man, it said, and God met Balaam, and he said unto him. God said to Balaam. That means he talking to a Moabite.
Yeah, he teaching.
Y'all see
God
that?
himself is teaching this man.
Yes.
Read. Mm-hmm.
Now he talking about the Israelites that were scattered with the Moabites.
Man, please. All them Israelites was together under Moses and Aaron. That ain't gonna fly. They can go on with that crap.
And here's the thing. He knew the doctors. He's the ram God talking about.
Yes.
He's the ram God is talking about. And it's gonna clear it up.
Yes.
Read on.
Verse 5. And the Lord put a word in Balaam's mouth.
Oops.
Stop. Go to Jeremiah 1 and 9.
Sit down, son.
Come on, man. I don't know why y'all even talking.
Come on, son.
Come
on, son.
Bro,
yeah.
don't just listen to that man and think that man know what he talking about. Man, we sitting up here reading and the Most High talking with Balaam, man. Come on, bro.
Look what he told Jeremiah. Jeremiah was a ram also. I see it spiritually. The man knew the doctrines.
Yeah.
A ram is controlled of women doctors. Balaam was a ram. He gonna tell you. In a little while, read.
Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 9. Then the Lord put forth his hand and touched my mouth.
Just like Balaam. Like Balaam.
A
Moabite. You see how filthy he is over there. Nathaniel.
Mm-hmm.
Nathaniel. You got a lot of explaining to do.
And the Lord said unto me, Behold, I have put my words in thy mouth.
Now go back to where you were. Let's deal with this Moabite guy. This Moab guy. Read that again.
Numbers chapter 23, verse 5.
Yes.
And the Lord put a word in Balaam's mouth and said, Return unto Balak, and thus thou shalt speak.
Tell him what to say.
Yeah, that's Nathaniel Balak. Read.
Verse 6. And he returned unto him, and lo, he stood by his burnt sacrifice. He and all the princes of Moab.
He went to tell. He the burnt sacrifice. He tearing them up. Tell him what God said. Read. Check this out. Verse 7.
Verse 7. And he took up his parable.
He's speaking spiritual. He's speaking spiritual. Jerusalem. He taking it up to the highway.
Yep.
And said, Balak, the king of Moab, hath bought me from Aram.
Stop. This man was a ram. He was a ram. He was the ram. A ram. You said, Balak, you don't brought me from being a ram. This is what Athan saying. I saw the spiritual interpretations. Now, The thing, you don't brought me back into your mess. Do y'all get what I'm saying? This man was a ram. It's capitalized. It's not a country. He was the ram. You have brought me from a ram. I was a ram. I was, y'all see that? I was communicating with God.
Out of the mountains of the east.
The nation of the east. That man had to go to Hosea 13:15. I know Elder Stephen thinking of. He thinking about
exactly what I'm thinking.
This man has spiritual interpretation like crazy. That's why we need the old man over here.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Hosea chapter 13 and verse 15. Though he be fruitful among his brethren.
Nathaniel, the Genogenes, y'all very fruitful right now. A multitude of people. Sirach chapter 16, verse 1 through 5. He said, one is better than 1,000. He want one. He don't care if you teach one. One with that word of God. Luke chapter 8, verse 11. That seed, plant that seed. He don't care if it's 1 billion. That one is what he looking at. Read.
An east wind shall come.
This man had the east wind, doctor. This man had the understanding of God being put in him. Read.
The wind of the Lord shall come up
the wind
from the wilderness.
The east wind is the wind of the Lord.
The wind of the world, not the west, not the one west, doctor.
That's
King, you had it. He like that.
That's right.
Read.
East wind.
Yes, sir. And his spring shall become dry.
Y'all see what's going on? They're looking for some water, ain't they?
Yeah.
They're looking for some water bad.
They even got that young Ace up and that's trying to speak like he got some water.
Yeah.
Tongue hanging out.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Find God.
Hey, when you get done, I got like 3 minutes. I'm gonna show you something you said earlier about the other nations. God speaking to other nations.
Yeah, absolutely, Elder. Read.
And his fountain shall be dried up. He shall spoil the treasure of all pleasant vessels.
See?
Like that.
Balaam had the spiritual interpretation.
Correct.
That Moabite.
Yes.
Y'all saw he was a ram.
Yes.
A ram. The same thing about Isaac. That you see, go to one more Elder King Yanni. Go to Genesis 22 and 13. Because he told Abraham to circumcise that ram that was caught in the bush. It was Isaac. The man was a master of these female doctors. He was a master at it.
Genesis chapter 22 and verse 13. And Abraham lifted up his eyes.
Stop. Up. He going spiritual. He went up with his doctrine. Read.
Yep.
And looked.
Those that wood were those two men there. When he told Abraham, saddle your ass. He said, control that old man in you. Abraham was going to teach. He was going to sacrifice Isaac to teach those men, those servants. He was going to teach them. He going to teach on a mountain. He teaching a nation. The mountain is a nation, congregation.
Yeah.
And he ain't on no mountain trying to kill no little boy.
Right. Exactly.
He looked up. Read.
Righteous man, though.
Right. Go kill an innocent child.
Right.
Yeah.
And behold, behind him a ram caught in
He was behind him. When it said behind, the one he's teaching. He's on top of him, teaching him. Read.
In a thicket by his horns.
Horns is doctrine.
Carnal spiritual. You see that, don't you? Horns. Spiritual carnal. Carnal spiritual. Read.
And Abraham went and took the ram.
Isaac.
And offered him up for a burnt offering. In the stead of his son.
His doctrine. Isaac gonna be a doctrine. Because Isaac, what did he say about Isaac? In Isaac, thy name shall be called.
Name.
His doctrine. You see that his doctrine gonna be called out of Isaac.
It's all talking.
Go ahead, Elder King Johanna.
Right.
It's all talking about doctrine.
So this is what they currently say that. Let's deal with the Persian Medes real quick. So that God speaks to everybody. They say the Persian Medes are who? Iranians and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
All right, can we go to Esther 1:19, please? We're gonna start. Nope. Yeah.
You're sure?
Yeah, I'm kind of looking which way I want to, which this road I want to go on. Like which way should I go? I want to start my mind saying Daniel 5:28. I'm gonna start there first. We get there. Daniel 5:28. Let's do that.
Okay.
Then we're gonna go back to Esther.
Okay.
We're doing a little quick jump around. I'm gonna show you something.
Okay.
These dudes been lying to y'all for a minute.
Daniel.
Yeah, bro.
5:28. You said?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Most I've been playing in my mind like.
Yes.
All right. This is Daniel talking, right? And he said this about the Persians and the Medes.
Daniel chapter 5 and verse 28. Praise, thy kingdom is divided and given to the Medes and Persians.
Okay. What was given to the Medes and the Persians? Now let's go to Esther 1:19. So they currently think that the Persians and the Medes are Persian people. So we're going to show you what's talking about doctrine. Thank you, Most High. Just gave this to me, and I just want to share before we sign out. Because I seen a certain, what's he call it, deacon try to talk bad about Arab people.
Esther chapter 1 and verse 19. If it please the king, let there go a royal commandment from him.
Stop. James 2:8. What's the royal commandment?
Love your neighbor.
Love God, love your neighbor.
Oh, we're going to get it. Thank you. Let's get it out the word of God. So now you're going to know what the royal commandment. He said, if there's a royal commandment, add it to the law of the Persian and the Medes. God just said right here that the kingdom was divided between the Persians and the Medes. They said,
James chapter 2 and verse 8.
Uh-huh.
If ye fulfill the royal law according to the scripture,
uh-huh,
thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Ye do well.
Okay, now go back to Esther 1. Now read that again.
Esther chapter 1 and verse 19. If it please the king, let there go a royal commandment from him.
Love thy neighbor. Love thy brother. You just read it. Read.
Yes.
And it be written among the laws of the Persians and the Medes, that it be not altered.
Don't take that law out. Is that a law from God?
Don't.
Yes, sir.
It's given to the Persians and Medes?
Yep.
But he said it's only given to Jacob.
No.
Spaghetti-o.
Yes.
That Vashti
See that?
come no more before King Ahasuerus.
Vashti is a doctrine, y'all.
Yes.
That's a woman. It's a doctrine. It's talking about doctrine. Yeah.
Hateful doctrine.
Yeah.
and let the king give her royal estate unto another that is better than she.
That what was the one that was better than she? The royal
Esther.
commandment, right? Esther, right? Now it's the royal commandment. That's love thy brother, right? Now go
Yes,
to
sir.
Daniel 6 and 8.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel chapter 6 and verse 8. Now, O king, establish the decree.
There's that word establish again. How do you
Yes,
establish
sir, yeah.
something?
2 or 3.
That's
To
right.
witnesses.
3, right?
2 or 3.
Huh?
Yep. It's right there. It's in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
And sign the writing,
Uh-huh.
that it be not
We
changed.
just read that in Esther, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
According to the law of the Medes and Persians, which altereth not.
What is the law that was given to the Medes and the Persians?
The royal law. Love your neighbor.
Uh-oh.
Love your neighbor.
Okay, let's go down to 9.
Mhm.
It's in the Bible.
Mhm.
Verse 9. Wherefore King Darius signed the writing and the decree.
He did 3 precepts and he taught the law.
Mhm.
Yes, you did. That's why we sacrifice for our King, the Most High. That's why I say, don't you sacrifice the idols. No, it's right here in the Bible.
Right.
To love your neighbor. We sacrificing ourselves for the Most High. We ain't dealing with
Yes,
this
sir.
carnal mess. Mm-hmm.
Verse 10. Now when Daniel knew that the writing was signed, he went into his house,
Hmm?
and his windows being open in his chamber toward Jerusalem.
If you look at that, that seems like Daniel got understanding from Darius.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
he read.
He kneeled upon his knees 3 times a day.
How many times?
3.
3 times a
He
day,
had 3 precepts.
Mhm.
Yes.
Read
and prayed
and taught.
and gave thanks before his God, as he did aforetime.
Oh. Read.
They
Verse
thanking
11.
for that- Thanking him for that understanding, that wisdom, just like Matthew 6 we're talking about.
Yes, sir. Verse 11. Then these men assembled and found Daniel praying and making supplication before his God.
Now Daniel out teaching.
Mhm.
Verse 12. Then they came near and spake before the king concerning the king's decree. Hast thou not signed a decree?
Now he's not talking about physically signing. He's talking about teaching.
Yeah.
That every man that shall ask a petition
Shall
of
what?
him- that shall ask a petition
So they're coming to Daniel's with questions.
Mhm.
Read.
of any god or man within 30 days.
He's not talking about a month. He's talking about the 3rd day of wisdom.
Yes.
Right? Read.
Mhm.
Save of thee, O king, shall be cast into the dens of lions.
Now, lions tear the flesh.
Mm-hmm.
So if I cast
Talking
you,
about prophet.
right? If I cast you with these
Prophets.
lions, would you be able to survive? Right? Read.
Mhm.
Now think about this. Now what they saying, they want to get their hands on him because they don't like the way he teach.
Right.
All right, that's what they hate him.
Mhm.
All right, they hate Daniel because Daniel is successful in what he doing, and them dudes want to rip him apart.
Yes. The lions are the prophets trying to
Mhm.
mess them
Yeah.
up with the doctrine.
Yeah.
The king answered and said,
Who's the king? Right here speaking. Because Darius taught him. He went into the house. So now it's Daniel teaching.
Mhm.
It's Daniel teaching. Daniel's the king. And he said what?
The king answered and said, the thing is true, according to the law of the Medes and Persians, which altereth not.
What law was given to the Medes and Persians that you
Right.
can't alter?
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's teaching
Yes, sir.
the royal law that was given to him from Darius. Read.
Yes.
Okay.
The man teach your peace, bro.
Mhm.
Verse 13. Then answered they and said before the king, that Daniel, which is of the children of the captivity of Judah,
Remember, the Lord sprang up out of Judah, up out that carnal understanding. So Daniel, which was in that carnal understanding, is no here. Read.
regardeth not thee, O king,
Uh-huh.
nor the decree that thou hast signed,
Hmm.
but maketh his petition 3 times a day.
So what were they doing? What was he doing? How was he making a signed petition 3 times a day? Putting them scripts out on him. That was his petition. I don't believe what you're saying. I got 3 precepts to back up what I'm saying. Read.
Verse 14. Then the king, when he heard these words,
That
was
was
so
rivaling
hard.
against, he was rivaling against Daniel. So he came to ask questions. He was trying to battle Daniel with doctrine, right?
was sore displeased with himself, and set his heart on Daniel to deliver him.
Hmm?
And he labored till the going down of the sun to deliver him.
Till he got stupid. He was sounding, what he mean by that is like he got so carnal, he just sounded stupid in his explanation. Like he started bringing up spaceships. You're like, okay, bro, let me show me, give me 3 precepts for chariot. That's what he did.
Yeah.
Chariot is a spaceship.
On
Daniel said, give me 3 precepts for chariot.
Mhm.
So he was sitting there trying to explain all of that until he was looking stupid. First,
Verse 15. Then these men assembled unto the king and said unto the king, Know, O king, that the law of the Medes and Persians. Know, O king, that the law of the Medes and Persians is.
is. See that? He said is. So it's happening. That what?
Yes.
That no decree nor statute which the king established may be changed.
What was that what was that decree that can't be changed?
The
The
royal
royal law.
Royal
See,
law.
I'm telling you that God gave.
Yes, the royal law.
Hmm.
Verse 16. Then the king commanded, and they brought Daniel and cast him into the den of lions.
Hmm.
Now the king spake and said unto Daniel, Thy God whom thou servest continually, he will deliver thee.
Now he didn't throw him this for time constraints. He didn't throw him in a den of real lions. It was a
No.
whole lot of prophets was getting on him and he was trying to get his doctrine. That's all that was
Debate.
happening.
They were trying to, what they call troubleshooting,
Yes.
trying to catch him up in
Debate.
his words.
Right.
Break down the wall, penetrate that wall, that doctrine that he had in his head.
That he got from who? Darius.
Darius.
You know what I'm saying?
Verse 17. And a stone was brought
Precept.
and laid upon the mouth of the den.
That congregation. Huh?
Yeah.
And the king sealed it with his own signet,
With his own signet.
and with the signet of his lords,
All them dudes in purple.
that the purpose might not be changed concerning Daniel.
So Daniel was crushing their doctrine. So that king tried to throw up all. So their signet might be, let's go to the history book. That's their signet. And the signet of their lords.
Yeah, bro.
Them
They
people
bring
in
up a
precept.
book and
Let me
all
bring up
this
their
stuff.
book.
Yeah.
So that Daniel couldn't defeat their doctrine. That's what they
Put the
trying to
picture.
do.
Put the pictures up there. Why your camera on me? Put the pictures up there.
Right.
That's the signal. See?
Yeah.
Verse 18. Then the king went to his palace and passed the night fasting.
He stopped learning. It was in his mind now.
Yeah.
Neither.
He didn't gave up on that doctrine. He ain't got faith in
He
it.
purging it out. When you fast, he fasted, purging it out the understanding that he once had. He fasted. A lot of times, them people be saying fasting don't eat carnal food. That ain't doing that, but tearing up your body. He fasting that carnal garbage out of his brain.
He had to put the PB&Gs down.
Right.
There's no more wet bologna sandwiches.
Man.
Yeah. Oh my God. But ain't this simple, man? Oh, you look back.
Well,
on
I'm
that
just
stuff,
showing
it's
y'all
good.
because I just seen a deacon. That's all I wanted in this thing. We can go. You guys can finish reading on your own. I just wanted to show you that they don't know what they're talking about. So they quit to run the history books to show you what the Persians and Medes were, but I'm showing you what the doctrine of the Persians and Medes actually was. It was the royal law that cannot be changed. And he said the royal law is. So I'm saying he said that the law is that cannot be changed. So that dude was out there like, you can't change the law of 2 or 3. You can't change that.
Right.
You can't change the law of love your brother. You can't change that.
But then, can we go back and first 10? They use it as one of the strongholds when they start praying facing east. They use
yeah. Verse 10.
Daniel chapter 6 and verse 10. Now when Daniel knew that the writing was signed, he went into his house, and his windows being open in his chamber toward Jerusalem.
Mind, chamber in his mind. Temple here. Went inside his house, his temple. Towards Jerusalem. It didn't say turn around and pray towards Jerusalem. He talk about it in his mind and get it elevated. Take the high road.
Yeah.
Kept that compass on him.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 51 and 50 to back that up. We brought it up earlier.
I just saw that and I was like, I can't let that slide. Why we got it on?
No, that was
wax.
That.
I couldn't let it slide.
That was good. All praise.
All praise the Most High.
Sir.
51 and what I say, 51 and 50. Yeah. We're talking about a doctrine of Jerusalem.
Right.
Doctrine of Jerusalem. If you think a blind man to say, brother, can you turn me toward Jerusalem? Brother, that's so simple. That is so simple.
Yes.
Oh my God. Dude.
One more after that.
Jeremiah chapter 51 verse 50.
No, y'all do know what time it is.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go ahead and set that. I'm gonna set it down after this. I just had to put the stamp on. All
right.
I had to sign it.
Ye that have escaped the sword, go away. Stand not still. Remember the Lord afar off. And let Jerusalem come into your mind.
There it is.
Get out of them camps, them carnal camps. Run to the Lord and come to Jerusalem. The doctrine.
Yeah.
Last one. We're going to 1 Esdras 2 and 2 through 4, and we signing it out. The Lord only speaks to Israel. The Lord only speaks to Israel. You don't have no idea what we're talking about.
You don't know what he's talking about, bro. Israel is the spiritual man who got the doctrine. We've proven that.
This probably came out before in Cyrus, but I'm going to revamp it one more time. Remix.
You said second Esdras or first Esdras?
First Esdras 2. Verse 2. This is the remix. We're going to let it sign.
First Ezra chapter 2 and verse 2. The Lord raised up the spirit of Cyrus, the king of the Persians, and he made proclamation through all his kingdom, and also by writing. Verse 3, saying, Thus saith Cyrus, king of the Persians, the Lord of Israel, the Most High Lord hath made me king of the whole world.
Oh, verse 4, and we're going to sign it off right here. Sign it off right here.
Verse 4, he commanded me to build him an house at Jerusalem in Jewry.
So if he was a Persian, how would he call himself a Jew? Sit down. Sit down.
Yeah, please sit down.
Yes. He building the house. That's the thing. He building the house. That means all them people, they forgot the doctrine, and Cyrus bringing the doctrine back. That's what it says, because he anointed. The Most High anointed him. That means he got the doctrine.
Yes.
The Most High gave him the doctrine. He the one who had to retrain them prophets and all of that stuff about the doctrine.
You sure did.
Ain't that crazy?
Yes,
Yes,
quick class.
Wow.
Quick little class.
Yeah.
So when anybody come up with other nations, now you know what the Persians and Medes was talking about. The Persians and Medes talk about love thy neighbor.
Yeah.
That's all he's talking
their
about.
doctrine.
That was their
You got to
doctrine.
remember that whenever when Abraham was teaching everybody got that law. Everybody got the love thy neighbor law. That's the original. That's what Abraham was teaching in all them lands. And whenever the children of Israel came out of Egypt and they crossed over the Jordan River, they was going back, and that's what they was doing, was correcting them people's understanding.
Yes.
Bringing them back to the love thy neighbor doctrine. That's what they was doing.
Yes.
All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High.
All praise the Most High.
Guys, I didn't think we were going to get here, but we did. So thankful to, it's been a while, guys, but
I know.
it's always a pleasure. We
Yes, sir.
come together like this.
Thank you, elders.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I'm so
Thank
glad
y'all.
we had
All
this
praise
time.
to
All praise the Most High.
Yes. But if no one has anything else, man, we're going to have to bid you all a shalom.
Shalom, elders.
Shalom, elders.
All right,
Stand
guys.
Jerusalem. Stand Jerusalem. Stand on.
Have a blessed week.